raised by the best. My mother worked her way through LSU, the head majorette who twirled with fire, and later taught high school physical education for nearly 47 years. She founded the top dance team in Louisiana that regularly performed at New Orleans Saints football games and at the Super Bowl when the game came to the Big Easy. My father, like my mother, grew up in rural Louisiana. After college, he played semi-pro baseball before enlisting in the Army. And after serving in the Korean War, he was a math teacher who coached football and baseball at Jesuit High School in New Orleans and in Dallas, Texas, where he won 3 state football championships. His trophies and accolades were impressive, but more impressive to me was the way he changed kids' lives and the loyalty and camaraderie his leadership inspired. My father's teams always included kids struggling at home or in the classroom, even those without talent. My parents were caring, but didn't coddle my 3 brothers and me. But we saw their heart for children, not just theirs, but everyone's. My mother had a saying, "The heart that gives gathers," and I took that to heart. During my collegiate and professional baseball career, I was an instructor at many camps. I loved participating, but disagreed with coaches and instructors who relegated young players to a single position. I didn't become a catcher until my freshman year in high school, when my father said he'd like me to try catching. I always knew I wanted to host a baseball camp, and less than a year after moving to Macon, after 6.5 years of professional baseball and 4 years of chiropractic college, in 1987, my wife Jamie and I held our first camp at today's Theron Ussery Community Park, because the Macon Pirates refused our request to rent the Williams Field that year. But we wanted a more central location, especially for disadvantaged kids. Luckily, when the Pirates left in 1988, Ed and Mary Holtz immediately welcomed us to Luther Williams Field. We held 24 more Gaudet All-Star baseball camps at Luther Williams, hosting a total of 13,174 girls and boys, with a morning session for 6 to 8-year-olds and an afternoon session for 9 to 12-year-olds. We started with 75 campers in North Macon, peaked in the 90s with 750 campers in one day, and averaged around 500 campers annually with a diverse staff of 100 volunteers. And in the final years of the camp, our original campers brought their children. At the Gaudet All-Star Baseball Camp, every child experienced every position at 6 stations: hitting, pitching, catching, infield, outfield, and a break station where umpires instructed campers on the rules of the game. Jamie and I always said the Gaudet All-Star Baseball Camp is about much more than baseball. Our goals were simple: teach children baseball and love for the game, build relationships, and strengthen our community. We began every camp with local city and county officials, the police chief and sheriff, military personnel from the base in Warner Robins, and civic leaders, welcoming the campers onto the field with handshakes and high fives. Uncle Sam came on stilts. We sang the national anthem, and a clergy member led us in an inclusive prayer. Every child that attended the Gaudet All-Star Baseball Camp was free and received a free camp t-shirt made possible by our many generous sponsors. And while the children were enjoying the camp, we held the Gaudet Gallery in the stands, where parents learned about local museums, agencies, and organizations, and family-friendly activities in our area. Experts conducted many clinics on child safety and sportsmanship, and we invited the Macon Police Department and SWAT team to show children that law enforcement was their friend. We were awarded grants from the Community Foundation of Central Georgia to buy gloves, baseballs, and softballs for kids who didn't have any. Every camper and staff member also received a free ticket to the Georgia Music and Sports Halls of Fame. And when Luther Williams was home to the Macon Braves and Macon Music, they hosted Gaudet All-Star Baseball Camp Night at the ballpark, and everyone received a free game ticket and a free hot dog in the store. And almost miraculously, in 25 years of the camp, we were only rained out one afternoon session in the early 90s. We created the Gaudet All-Star Baseball Camp to kick off summer with an inclusive event to enrich the lives of Macon's children, especially less fortunate ones for whom paid camps were beyond their reach. We wanted to help build a more cohesive community and to make memories for everyone who participated in the camp. Congratulations to this year's inductees on their accomplishments and contributions to our city. And thank you to the Macon Sports Hall of Fame board members for this tremendous honor.